Goulburn is a city in the southern tablelands of New South Wales, Australia. It is 190 kilometres southwest of Sydney on the Hume Highway. It is 690 metres above sea level, and in 2006 there were 20,172 people living in Goulburn. Goulburn calls itself Australia's first inland city. The city of Bathurst also claims to be the first inland city in Australia. Goulburn was named by James Meehan after Henry Goulburn, a British politician. Governor Lachlan Macquarie approved the choice of the name. Goulburn has a pretty big population for its size. It had a population of 21,973 in 2010 and increased all the way to 22,960 in 2014. This is a population increase of 4.25%. This means if the trend keeps continuing like this, then the population in 2018 will be around 23,880 people. This is a very plausible thing that can happen if the population trend is around 4.25% every 4 years. Surprisingly, the gender split is 50% each, which means males and females are both 50%.
The ethnic diversity of Goulburn includes mostly Australian natives, followed by people of the British occupation. This therefore results in the majority of the homes having English as their primary language. Though these two are the two primary cultures, there are tinges and hints of other cultures in the area. The average life expectancy is normal as most cities in Sydney. Males are expected to live until 80, but some may go over. The life expectancy of females is around 85, though some do go over as usual. The area is mostly healthy, and so the age of the people do end up being higher than expected.
The fertility rate of Goulburn. In 2011, there were around 305 births, which then became 289 the next year, 281 the year after, and finally 228 in 2014. In 2013, the average fertility rate per female was around 2.2, which then decreased to 2 in 2014. The number of births may be high, though the number of deaths keep the growth of population just under control. In 2011, there were 220 deaths, followed by 222 in 2012, 244 in 2013, and finally 273 in 2014. This number kept increasing over the years, and if the trend keeps going, there could possibly end up being more than sudden births, which will then result in a dying population.
In 2011, there were about 6% of babies in the population of Goulburn. Primary school students, kids aged 6 to 11, had about a 9% population. Secondary school students, which are kids aged 12 to 17, have a smaller percentage at about 7%. Senior students and people in university aged 18 to 24 have a percentage of 6.5%. Young workers of 25 to 34 at about 11.5%. Parents and home builders of 35 to 49 have a percentage of 21%. Older workers and people close to retirement of 50 to 59 at a percentage of 13%. People that have retired of 60 to 69 at a percentage of 12.5%. Seniors who are 70 to 84 have a percentage of 9.8%, and the elderly who are 85 and over have a small population of 2%.